What's up, guys? Welcome to another video. Now, if you've been following me for any time at all, you know I love self-hosting things on my server that I have right here. Like I have a server, right? It's running Linux, of course. It's got a web server. It's got a media server on there. I'm hosting, a bunch of websites, most of them locally. I'm a big fan of storing things locally now on my own server instead of using stuff like Google or yeah, I don't know, like some kind of drive system on the internet. I feel like this is the better way to go nowadays because all of your data is right there next to you, right? Like if something happens, I can fix it myself. You know, it's just a better situation for someone like me. Um, not everyone may want to. Not everyone may want to self-host, but this works well for me. Like I said, I got media servers, I got a bunch of web apps I've made. I've got Image on there, which basically, I can upload all the photos I take from my phone, put it on the server, and I never lose them. So I can still keep on deleting photos on my phone to keep, my phone clean, right? Because I have an older phone and I don't have that much space. Anyway, this is a new app I've been working on. This app right here, well, this web application, you basically go in, you access it from your web browser. Just a bunch of files I created. Um, yeah, this stores all of my books, not physically. I cannot click on a book and go read it on the server itself. This basically tells me all of the books I have on the shelves at my house. So if I click on something like The Art of Racing in the Rain, it shows up on the left, tells you a small description of the book, tells you the author, year, genre, which shelf it's on. I am actually labeling all of my shelves in my house. Tells you the ISBN, which is important. We'll talk about that in a minute. And I can check whether I've read it or not. And I can add it to a collection like the Harry Potter collection, and a whole bunch of other stuff. So yeah, let's say I wanted to add another book. At the top left, I click Add Book, like you saw there. I can type in any kind of book, like sample book. I type in an author, I type in the genre, and then I can choose on shelf or digital or both. Now, if it's a digital copy, I have let's say my Amazon Kindle. I'll actually put the link down here, and the link will allow me to basically, go in and read that book without having to go anywhere else. So it's more streamlined, right? Um, Now the ISBN. So if I grab the book from behind me, actually let's do that. Hold on. So I'm grabbing right here. I am grabbing the Welcome to the Universe by Neil deGrasse Tyson. So if I go on the back of this book, there is what we call an ISBN. Let's type that in. We are looking for 978 0691 21 9943. And if I hit look up, sometimes it takes a second, it will automatically fill in most things. Genre automatically filled in. Sometimes I actually correct that, we'll type that into nonfiction because it's real stuff. Author got filled in. This is on my shelf. Release year to 2021. I'm sorry, 2021. Date read. We leave that empty because honestly, I can't remember when I read this book, so we're leaving that empty. Description. I'm not really gonna put that in for now. This is more of a sample for you to see what I got here. So I picked that off of shelf number A, B, C, D. So shelf D would go right here. Basically what I'm gonna do is I'm going to label each shelf. I'm gonna 3D print some labels, and they're gonna go on the shelf. And they're gonna they'll be there. Now, if I just put a sample description, like Neil Tyson talks about cool stuff, and I hit save book, and then I go into up here to type in Welcome to the Universe, and I have to click out of this because click all genres. It should have. Hey, there it is. Brief Welcome to the Universe by Neil deGrasse Tyson. I click on it. On the right side of the screen, everything pops up we just put in. Author, year, genre, which shelf it's on, and the ISBN. Now, I didn't talk about the ISBN thing. What I'm going to do with that is, like, let's say I put my cursor up here, right? Um, Now, let's say if I had, like, something like a, I don't know, what do you call those things? The hand scanners. Let's say I wanted to scan the back of this, book, where the UPC code or whatever it is there, with the hand scanner. It would automatically go to the page, or the book in here, where that is. Kind of not really needed, but that's there if I ever wanted to get a hand scanner for, automatically putting in the ISBN instead of typing it. So instead, I would just go here, right? Put my cursor here, hand scan it, and the ISBN would go in there, and then it would automatically look it up. I need to put that feature in, but that's a neat feature, right? Other things here are cool. I can get a random book here with a button. I can export my entire library in case I ever wanted to, like, worry about backups, which I really don't really need to worry about. Collections will show all the collections I have. I have 3 so far: the Harry Potter collection, the John Green collection. I think his books are Looking for Alaska. What's the other ones? An Abundance of Catherines. Yeah, very short introduction books. There's 2 books in that. They kind of just give you a short introduction to certain concepts. Those are nonfiction. So if I also hit stats, these need to be populated more because I haven't really done much yet. It says 84 unread books and 84 in my library. They're basically unread. Like, I've read a lot of these, but I just started this system like 3 days ago, and I haven't really remembered when I read these books, so I didn't put in that information. Let's go back, and eventually this will show. It says I have 1 digital copy of a book. Can't remember which one that was. I know I have the entire Hunger Games collection there. Most exciting part here is the achievements section. If we click up here on achievements, it shows all the stuff. Now, I have 11 achievements unlocked. And the achievements I got: added 10 books to my library. I added 25, added 50. I got a variety of achievements for reading across 3 genres, 5 genres, 10 genres. If I scroll down, there's even more I got one for adding descriptions to 10 books, adding ISBNs to 10 books, and other stuff like adding 10 books this year, blah, 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 blah. And if we go back, that's about it, actually. I think for this entire system. The sorting here is really cool. I can sort through ISBN, author, title, book name. I can also sort over here, like, collections, all this stuff. I could show the entire Harry Potter collection, that I have. All of them, of course. Because Harry Potter is cool. But yeah, I just wanted to show you this. This is my project I'm working on. I'm a big fan of self-hosting. Not sure why these are all, like, weirded out. Sometimes when it automatically gets the information from the internet, it doesn't necessarily do it the right way. We're using a free service for that, so a lot of times I do have to correct that because fantasy fiction is actually the correct, for all of this. All these are like other. I don't know why it says other stuff. I have to fix that, but yeah, just wanted to make a video, show you like what I've been doing. But yeah, thanks for watching. I'll make more videos on this kind of stuff. This is where I really like doing this kind of stuff. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one.